Hi, it's Kylie Coo. Welcome to my studio. So I'm feeling quite excited today because I am going to start a project that I have been wanting to do for so long, and I decided that in doing it I thought that some of you might be interested in doing it along with me. I love to make journals, and one of the journals I've wanted to make for a while now has been a kind of boho journal, a boho themed journal. Now boho means kind of different things to different people, and I'll say another time about what I mean by boho. But I'm going to start this project and I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to show it to you in several parts. I've not started it yet. This is just the very first part where I am suggesting we gather our supplies, and I'm going to show you some supplies that I had bought almost with this boho journal in mind, and I'll let you know where I got them. Now, what I'm not saying is you need these same things, because as artists, as crafters, it's all too easy to buy things sometimes when we don't need them. But by the same token, you know, if you feel inclined to buy something like this, then by all means do so. But so many of us have so much stuff sitting in our stash, things that we need to use. But the other thing about being artists and crafters is we can make things, you know, we can turn things around and make them fit. So what I'm saying is, if you don't have everything that I have, don't worry. You will find other ways to create something similar. And let's face it, all our journals are individual to us. So I hope you're excited to follow along with me. I'm going to do a different thing each week. Probably the first week I'll maybe look at making the cover of the journal. I'm then going to look at creating some papers to go in it. So I will use some pre-bought papers, but I might also use some scraps, some junk mail, and I also want to decorate some of my own papers to include in the journal. I want to make tags, I want to make embellishments, I want to make charms. So what I'm saying is, if you want to do this along with me, that would be great. If you just want to watch, that's fine. But start gathering your supplies. So I want to show you two purchases that I've made fairly recently. The first is from a company called Love Me Blue, and it was actually Nina that first did that I saw showcasing some of the things that she'd bought from Love Me Blue. So I sent away for these, I think it was a few months ago now, from their Etsy shop. And what they do is they recycle a lot of materials, so it's you know, to me it's so eco-friendly, it's just great. So I'm not going to go through everything, but I'm just going to let you see some of the samples. Now, the packs that I bought were kind of lucky dip packs or scraps, and a lot of these are sari fabrics. So as I say, I'm not going to go through them all, but you can see here the types of thing. And when I bought these, I certainly had in mind that I was going to do a boho journal. All comes beautifully packaged. I'm going to try not to rustle too much. I think in all I bought 3 different packs. Some were these kind of highly embellished pieces, and you know, I'm going to use these in different ways. I'm not entirely sure yet. Some of them I might just use as my inspiration for things in the journal. So for example, these 2 colours, this kind of, I don't know, almost a deep turquoise and the gold, 2 of my favourite colours together. So as I say, I'm not going to go through them all, but I will leave links to her shop and to her website below, and also to her Etsy. You know, this kind of jewelled thing. And the other thing I got from her was this pack of scraps, and I chose this kind of bronze gold effect colours. So again, I'm not going to pull them out because you'll see more of these as I'm going along, but please do check out Love Me Blue, and I'll put all the links in the description box below. Now, as I say, I bought those a few months ago, and then just recently somebody connected with me on Instagram, and it's a new Etsy shop called Peter's Handmade Papers. And after connecting, I went across and looked at his shop, and I just thought, oh my goodness, I need to get some of these papers. I still had gift money from, I think, last Christmas and my birthday earlier in the year. I always save it for kind of art and craft supplies. I don't go out and spend it all at once. I save it usually until there's something that I really want. And when I saw these papers, I just thought, these are gorgeous. Now, I went for the kind of mixed pack of 18 different papers. Each of these papers, or most of them anyway, will come in different colours. So, for example, this is a very textured one, and that would almost make a superb journal cover in its own right. It's a very heavy one. There's others such as this, which is very textured. It almost has the feel of a drier sheet. Others still with small pieces of kind of flower and plant material through it, and that's a gorgeous colour as well. This one, I mean, I just adore this one. Orange with the kind of gold dots. So again, I'm not going to go through them all. He sells these papers, I think the smallest pack is maybe 5 sheets. I could be wrong, but so for example, you could buy 5 sheets of just one paper, but they are adorable. Not just for a boho type project. I mean, this one, you could just imagine making a lovely birthday card or invitation to something, a wedding card, just so many different things. So I'm not going to use these papers in their entirety in my journal. I treasure them so much. I do want to use them because I have a habit of buying nice things and putting them aside because they feel too good to use. So I am going to use them, but I'm going to use them in different ways. I might use one at the start of a signature, but then use others as I maybe build embellishments. So for example, maybe starting to layer some fabrics and some papers together. So I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to get started on it. And as I say, look at this bit, it's still got the little hooks on it. I could imagine doing something with that. I don't know yet how I'm going to do the cover, anything like that. I'm thinking about different sizes, I'm not sure yet. But the other thing I've been looking out is I don't have a lot of beads and charms. Well, I do have quite a few charms that I've got through subscription sets, but I've got my box of beads to hand. I don't have a huge amount, but I'm going to start using this kind of thing as well. Sorry, that'll be making a terrible noise. But you can see how this might fit as well. So what I'm going to go for in my Boho Journal is I want it very much to be a kind of positivity journal. If you've followed me for a while, you know that last year I did my positivity deck. This year I'm doing my wild positivity series. Sorry, interrupted by the phone there. So, yeah, I was saying, I did my positivity deck last year, my wild positivity journal this year, and I want this to have a very positive vibe to it as well. I've got a notion of what I'm going to include in it, but that's maybe more for another day. So, I do hope you'll join me in either making a journal or following my journey of making a boho journal. And I'll say more about what I mean by boho next time. Meantime, please do check out Peter's Handmade Papers and Love Me Blue. And, even if you don't want to buy from them at this point in time, go and have a look because, it's like window shopping online and just looking at the stuff really kind of inspired me. And once I got this, I thought, this is the time that I need to make this journal. So anyway, if you're going to make one with me, start gathering your supplies, whatever you have. I'll be showing you different techniques along the way, and so that you can actually use a lot of what you've got already. So thanks so much for watching, and hope to see you soon. Bye for now.